Here I'll be doing a £270 gaming PC build which I'm calling Bedrock, inspired from Eden, a Minecraft parody on the App Store. This really is as low as a decent gaming PC can get. Delve any lower and it couldn't really be worthy of gaming. I might just think about doing an extremely low-end one, only capable of running Minecraft on medium to low. But enough sidetracking, let's get on with the build. CPU, AMD 886600K. For the CPU I've discarded the discrete graphics card and gone for an AMD APU. An APU combines a worthy CPU and an inbuilt GPU all into one very practical chip that fits into an AFM2 socket. This particular one, the A86600K, really is as low as you can get with reasonably up-to-date gaming. I'm going for a slightly older Richland part since there's currently no A8 Cavaria CPUs as of the 17th of the 6th, 2014. The quad-core design isn't anything amazing, but with a £60-70 price, this is a worthy graphics processor. With a worthy graphics processor is really quite hard to beat. Oh, and did I mention that it's unlocked? Motherboard, the MSI A88XM E35. For the motherboard, I'm going for a very budget-sided one with only 2 RAM slots and a rather unnecessary PCI slot that could have been swapped for another PCI Express slot. For another PCI Express one, accomplishing two-way S/Crossfire. With all the negatives aside, this is an extremely trusty and sturdy board with the USBs, SATAs and PCIes all in the 3s. MSI's Military Class 4 design is also reasonably stable, with a whole 4 generations of experience adding to the brilliant reviews on all 4 corners of the internet, which houses AMD's high-end A88X chipset. RAM, Corsair Vengeance 8GB, 2x4GB, DDR3 1866 dual channel. Choosing between dual channel and single channel was the main issue, but in the end I decided to go with the faster dual channel setup. But this RAM, well, what can I say? Good reviews, loads of experience, and out of this world look. You'd be mad not to go with Corsair Vengeance. Storage, Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 3.5-inch 7200 RPM. Western Digital is one of the best, if not the best, hard drive manufacturers out there. And the 1TB Caviar Blue, whilst not being the fastest HDD, definitely is the most reliable. Some would argue with this and say that the Seagate's Barracuda takes the number 1 spot in reliability, but whilst it's not terrible, there have been some very poor reviews lurking around the internet. Some say that the hard drive itself wasn't sealed properly and the airtight vacuum inside wasn't airtight any longer. But enough of my childish fanboyism, let's get into the next part. Case, Zalman Z5 ATX Mid Tower. While I would like to have gone with the almighty Corsair 200R, the king of budget cases, it's just inevitably that £10 too expensive. But no fear, because the ridiculously underrated piece of kit is surprisingly trusty, even for mid-range systems. With a front mesh cooling system, 2-side fans provided, and even a support for liquid cooling, the 200R is quite a competition. Power supply unit, Corsair CX 430W 80 plus bronze semi-modular power supply. A modular power supply is practically the heart of your build in biological terms. If it fails, your computer won't even start up. So it's really important to find a really reliable PSU for the sake of optimum functionality. And with Corsair's power supplies, hopefully, nothing will go wrong. Also, to save money, I went for the 430W one instead of the £10 pricier 6500, which is 500W. Conclusion and benchmarking. Without the optical drive or the operating system, this despicably easy to build PC will only cost just over £270 as of the time of writing this. Grid 2 only just runs smooth on full ultra at 1080p, hovering around 38 frames per second, but 720p really is the sweet spot. Battlefield 3, a slightly older game, runs really nicely at 1080p on medium with frame rates in the mid-40s. It's sometimes dipping down to 30, but only when there's loads of action on screen, i.e. fire, multiplayer, different things. As for Grid 1 and Dirt 2, dipping down to Ultra at 1080p, stays at 30 to 40 frames per second, meaning smooth game play throughout. So if you want to build a comparatively decent game PC for only £270, what's holding you up? Go for it. Thanks for listening to my £270 build, the first build I've actually done. It's also on my blog, which I've just opened up, same name as my YouTube channel, The Impossible Success. So you can go and check that out. I think I've got a link in the description. So yeah, definitely check it out. Also the part list is PC Park Picker. I love PC Park. I always do it for builds, even the one I'm building, which either might be this one or a different one with the FX6300. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like.